Is that a yes or no to my question?
I don't have any evidence.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the dumbest and most nonsensical moments ever to happen over 40 years of the People's Court. Number 10. Warn a lady. The litigants' failed dog breeding business was made all the more complicated by their romantic past, and so things got super messy.
You're not going to see the dog just because you're being petty about the sexual stuff that you keep trying to raise.
They were already demonstrating some ignorance by mixing business with pleasure. When the judge looked through their text, though, she got a little more than she bargained for.
We were getting
Jesus.
Yeah, it gets
woman.
better. It gets better.
Number 9. Jaywalking. The plaintiff and her young daughter were crossing the street when she was hit by a car. However, the pair were jaywalking. It's a horrible thing to have happened, but she seems unable or simply unwilling to accept the judge's insistence that despite her injuries, she was in the wrong.
So why are you jaywalking?
Even more, the judge tries to drill it through her head that she and her daughter could have both been killed.
Okay, crossing, and not just you, but crossing with your baby.
But if she knows one thing, it's that she couldn't possibly be wrong.
Anyway, God, see what happened. I'm not telling any lie.
Number 8. Suing the wrong guy. Defendant Nelson Raposo is being sued by plaintiff Donna Collado for doing a shoddy job redoing her patio. When Raposo finally does walk in, she realizes this guy, whose business she gave a 1-star review, incessantly called and harassed, is not the same one who did her patio.
Oh, well, I know that's not the right guy.
You have dragged the guy into court. You have called him 20, 30 times. You have trashed his business on Yelp, and it's the wrong guy.
Number 7. Cake mistake. Restaurants and bakeries make mistakes, and sometimes a refund is in order. That's not good enough for the plaintiff.
Why would anybody owe you $300 or $1,500 for making a mistake on the cake?
She insists her grown daughter's party was ruined because the baker gave her a red velvet cake and not the rum cake she ordered. It's a simple mistake that the baker admits to, but apparently her adult daughter stormed out of the party because of it.
Your daughter needs a serious adjustment.
The plaintiff expects the baker to refund her for the daughter's party, not just the cake.
She couldn't take the pressure of the fact that there was no rum cake there.
Number 6. Mole money, mole problems.
I'm surprised you're not thanking her. Most people don't want to keep a skin tag.
Plaintiff Laquita Maxwell is well within her rights to expect good service for her money. However, her contention that she's owed $5,000 because a salon owner removed a mole on her face without permission cuts no mustard with the judge.
I think you are, pardon the pun, making a mountain out of a molehill.
Maxwell insists her mole, which the judge thinks was a skin tag, is something she can't get back. Therefore, she is owed.
This is not a reason for a judge to look at her and say, hand over $5,000, lady. I'm not going to do it.
Number 5. He just kicked my door in. A dispute about a copper pipe installation turned nasty, with the plaintiff going to desperate lengths to get his money back, including kicking the defendant's car. The plaintiff vehemently denies this. However, when the judge only gives him part of what he's suing for, he storms out, kicking the door on his way out.
Who's going to pay for the car?
Oh, you know what? He just kicked my door. Never mind, I changed my mind.
He might as well have confessed to the car damage. It showed just what he is willing to do when things don't go his way.
Get the heck out of my courtroom now. Out! Out!
Number 4. Lying about a DUI. Defendant Tamara Lynn Goll certainly lived up to her last name. The plaintiff is suing for causing a car accident and for driving uninsured. Goll earns the judge's displeasure when she can't produce evidence of insurance, but her biggest lie is also her dumbest. She holds up an empty bottle of Hennessy and insists the plaintiff, who had 2 previous DUIs from 20 years ago, threw it out of his car after the accident. For some reason, she brought the bottle, but not her proof of insurance.
I don't have it with me.
You don't have it at all.
Number 3. No more sugar.
Listen, if you want to put yourself in a sugar daddy situation, why are you coming whining to me now?
This plaintiff is a 59-year-old cabbie who found a 27-year-old girlfriend and showered her with gifts and money. Now they're no longer together, and he wants everything he gave her back, including all the money he loaned her friend Rebecca, whom he still hasn't met.
She promised
Let me ask you a question.
Let me ask you a question. Why do you believe there's a Rebecca?
She was just the defendant's way of getting even more money out of him. The judge has no sympathy for the guy. He clearly had an agenda.
I want to rewind to the part where you give her a credit card in her name on your account.
Number 2. Now I remember you.
Now I remember you.
Defendant Dorothy Hens insists her Pitbull is sweet but very protective, and so when the plaintiff tried to touch her inappropriately, it was just defending her. However, she realizes once she sees the plaintiff, she's got the wrong case.
How many times has your dog bit someone?
She doesn't remember her until halfway through. Judge Milian is forced to assume this has happened before, and who knows how many times.
So
You
I guess
thought
I'm
she
not the
was
first
somebody
person.
else who apparently also got bit by your dog.
Right.
Number 1. Hiding a fugitive. No disrespect to the rum cake lady, but in the pantheon of bad decisions made by People's Court litigants, Christopher and Melinda McManus really do take the cake. First, Melinda hid her son's missing teenage girlfriend in her home, even after a whole police and SWAT investigation took place. Then Christopher, who asserts he did not know what his wife and son were up to, cops the biggest attitude with the judge.
A manhunt looking for a missing 14-year-old girl who hasn't come home in 6 days, and you know where she is.